We shall find him at the encampment on Agamen Volcanic Island. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for. Come, I'll lead the way. At last we've arrived, delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
True enough.
It seems to me we'll find some rare...
Take the lightning strike! I shan't allow any further harm to come. Most impressive, Master!
Our foe is not yet routed.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
That's what I like to see.
Nary a dull day in the life of an apprentice. If e'er you stumble across some interesting materials, don't be stingy. Bring 'em here and I'll try my hand.
What is the meaning of this? Have an early supper.
I'd hasten home.
This isn't the way to our destination.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a Ferrystone to return here in an instant.
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head, at least. Much obliged.
Well chosen, Arisen. I'm certain you'll master that vocation as no other could.
I eagerly await the battles to come.
I've weapons to sell. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack... up and leave. Always a pleasure.
You're no soldier. I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you... a roof over your head, at least. Much obliged.
Oh. What?
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Much obliged.
We've arrived, just as planned.
Pray, hold a moment. Have you some business in our encampment? You may call me Ernesto. I have been charged with overseeing the patrols here on Volcanic Island. I'm afraid I cannot allow you to simply wander about as you please. Might I inquire as to what brings you here? You came all the way out here to deliver this to me? 'Twas most generous of you, sir. Now, pray, grant me a moment to pen a missive of my own. Here you are. Would you be so kind as to deliver this to a man by the name of Barbas? You will find him in the Agamen ruins, not far from here. Do this, and the author of that letter shall be afforded refugee status. I trust you understand the importance of this task.
We ought to see this to its destination.
Shall we deliver the letter to Sir Barbas in the Agamen ruins, master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the Roman sea.
We're in your hands. Much obliged.
A flawless execution.
Alas, I too fled vermin for Battahl many years ago. I had little choice in the matter. To remain was to die. A Vermundian soldier I was. But being Beastren, my comrades and I were oft given missions of certain doom. With tooth and claw, we fought to earn our place. Yet, 'twas not praise that awaited us upon our return, but more battlefields. Vermund considers its Beastren residents as disposable as cattle. Eventually, I couldn't stomach that existence anymore, and I made my way here, to Battahl. It took time, but I've managed to build a life for myself in this land. Now, I strive to use my position to grant the same opportunity to others. Here, at least, we are treated a little better than cattle. We are free to live our lives, however harsh those lives may be.
'Tis a ballista arisen.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves. Right you are.
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head. Always a pleasure.
Do you feel the ground tremble underfoot? 'Tis proof that the volcano is very much awake.
Remain focused. A clouded mind shall serve you poorly in an ambush.
Evidently, it is a contraption that allows public to host. That is something. I dare say that you are need to be. Allow me. Wait a moment. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Each child's ignorance.
Curious thing, one of my followers has chased a fire on the rim.
Each with their own.
It's no magic, you will That was superb, Arisen.
Hi, I'm Barbas. What do you want? Brought something for me, have you? Let's have a look, then. Very well. You may leave this matter in my hands. I wouldn't worry too much. I've no doubt this poor exile's request will be approved. You've done a good thing this day, sir. I know it isn't much, but I want you to have this.
That was certainly worthwhile. With this, Sir Akakios' safety is assured.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome. seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? I espy a hobgoblin!
Flame will accomplish little against this foe.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Outstanding! Been doused in oil. I fear I shall lose sight of you if you go much farther. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
That reminds me. I've been at this for quite some time and have much to share. If you've need of any advice, just say the word.
My thanks, truly. I hope only to be of assistance.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Would anyone care to push?
Need anything? Well met, sir. Many thanks.
Ah, you're here, are you? Would you be so kind as to hear my request? You have my gratitude.
As a matter of fact, I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation. How might the technique used to control us be dispelled?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing...
There, monster! Nothing!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
is a mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use?
Where's my code?
Go on, have a look.
You have my gratitude. I do hope this conveys the depth of my gratitude.
What should I get up to in my wares? I'm dead tired.
There's much need to it. I suppose I'm tired.
Well met. Time for an early.
Look as long as you... Always a pleasure.
This place is lovely. I might
Go
stay a while.
on.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Gladly stay a while. It's been a hard day.
Too tired?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
We shall await you here, Master.
What are ye doing here? Come to laugh at me, have ye? Suppose it must make ye feel a hero, seeing the man ye caught yourself sitting behind bars. But ye ain't fool enough to think the Empress is safe now I'm in here, are ye? Coin's a fine thing. Even in a place like this, it's got its uses. Reckon ye must be touched in the head, giving coin to a would-be murderer just to hear his story. Still, suppose I'm no longer a part of this, so I'll tell ye a little something, as thanks for your generosity, cuz. I got this job by way of the coral snakes. I only did as I was instructed. If you want to know who hired them in the first place, you're best off asking a snake. Lucky for ye, there's one right here in the jail.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
So, the brigand claims to have been employed by the coral snakes. Interesting. Whoever is truly behind this has covered their tracks well. But if Her Majesty is to be protected, we must flush the betrayer out at all costs. Might I beg a moment of your time, Sir Arisen? What I'm about to reveal is known only to a select few in all Battahl. I trust you will be prudent. During his interrogation, the brigand let slip that another assassin would be sent to kill the Empress. In the name of caution, Her Majesty has taken up residence in a location known only to me. There she will remain till the danger has passed. My plan is thus. You will inform the coral snakes of the Empress's location. A false one, of course. Tell them that you have her in your custody, and that if they wish to confirm her identity, they must come to the empty abode south along Flamebearer Palace Road. 'Tis my hope that this will lure the mastermind to the fore. For you.
Shall we seek some answers? It seems we must part ways for the time being.
What do you want? You've got the Empress? This some kind of jape? Suppose the fact you're telling this to me means you're in the know. You one of us? Right then. I'll pass these tidings along to our interested party. Where should I tell them to find you? The empty house south of the Pilgrim's Path, is it? Fair enough. Fear not. I'll arrange for the interested party to meet you in the empty house south of the Pilgrim's Path.
Notice if I'm mistraining.
More to this trade than people realise. Bringing me up the wall, it is.
Welcome.
I've heard calls and I shan't resist.
I've never slept better.
I shan't. Go on, have a look.
Always another errand to see to.
My back's not
Looking forward to it.
I'll feel a sight better once my boys polish up my gear. Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Sir Arisen, I take it you have given the coral snakes the information we discussed. Then the villain behind Her Majesty's assassination will doubtless be compelled to act with all due haste. And so must we. Let us begin our preparations presently.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Right you are.
Might I implore you to play the part of a bandit, Sir Arisen? As one of Her Majesty's champions, my face is like as not to be known to our villain. I have also employed the aid of a woman resembling Her Majesty in stature and build. She will fulfill the role of Empress during the exchange.
No, Minella. We must go ourselves.
Your Majesty, I don't think...
Should the ruse be discovered too soon, the renegade may flee and escape justice. We must confront them, so that our land and its people may ne'er endure such uncertainty again.
Understood. Then I shall guard your Majesty with my life. We must needs be ready for whate'er comes, Sir Arisen. Pray, tell me when you are prepared.
So a bit of trickery is in order. Rest assured, Master, that we pawns shall be watching over you all the while.
I suspect the villain will approach under cover of night. Are your preparations concluded? I am glad to hear it, and not a moment too soon. We have received word that someone approaches our location. Find a way to loosen the villain's tongue. I shall remain hidden till the opportune moment presents itself. May all go as planned.
I am come. Would you kindly open the door? Let us not waste time. I am here to confirm the identity of your captive and naught else. Where might she be? Indeed. 'Tis the Empress and none other. Fortunately for you. Had it been anyone else, your head would now be free of its shoulders. 'Tis by the coral snakes' failure that she yet lives. I trust you are prepared to rectify this mistake. Go on. Kill her. That is far enough. You must forgive me. I suspected foul dealings from the moment I heard the Empress was being held here. However, with this display you have earned my trust. In truth, she cannot die here. We must have her meet her, and in a place more fitting. Tell me, do you know what it takes to inspire action in this world? Tragedy. Yes, tragedy. The emotion that floods forth in the wake of such events can change the world entire. Consider what a tragedy of singular measure, such as that of a great leader martyred for her ideals, could achieve. Why, the flames of revolution would burn eternal. A worthy funeral pyre for an empress, wouldn't you agree? And so Her Majesty's tragedy must be made a spectacle of, that all Battahl might bear witness and shed tears of blood.
So this was your aim. It all becomes clear.
On your knees! We have you surrounded. Sir Armhild! So it was you!
Minella, this little ruse was your doing, I suppose. And as for your Majesty, I must say I am disappointed. You would go so far to save your own neck, rather than do what is best for the future of this country.
We understand what you desired to achieve. Yet we also believe that no ideal can truly be born from bloodshed. Perhaps you will ponder this in your solitude. By our authority as Empress, we hereby place you under arrest.
Sir Ermild's was a vile plot. I only hope she's the last villain seeking to advance her aims through murder.
We pity Ermhild, but her ideals are not our own. We do not believe that Battahl would be best served by a martyred empress.
I shall escort Sir Ermhild to her cell. I cannot thank you enough for your aid in this matter, Sir Arisen.
That fool understands naught. Does she think she can exact change in this world through goodwill alone?